Yeah, good afternoon from a very overcast Owen Delaney Park. We're just building up to the semi-final between Waitomo and the home team, Taupo Sports. We'll give you a rundown on the team list, and I'll read out the Waitomo team. And it's Bill Clark. I'm doing the commentary today with Barry Delaney. So Waitomo at number 1, Benji Foster. At 2, Eden Kawhina. Number 3, Rangi Mulligan Green. 4, Dylan Cole. And locking partner Ken Paraweti. Number 6, Missy K Tamati. At open side, Oliver K. At 8, Sam Trangmar. At halfback, Liam Wano. And Liam's got a big game today. He's currently sitting on 95 points for Waitomo, and maybe today he'll get a few more to take him past the ton. At first 5 we've got Thomas Hoyles. At left wing, Reece Ellery. Joe Pinaweti at second. Khan Barlow at centre. Gareth Owen on the right wing and captain. And at 15, Corey Sargent. Barry.
Yeah, kia ora, Barry Delaney here. I'll announce the Taupo Sports team. Loose head prop, number 1, Naaman Cork Peters. Hooking, Liam Rowlands. Tight head prop, number 3, Brandon Pakomi. Number 4, Gary Mansfield, the old warhorse. Number 5, Yale Shamp at locking. And into the loose forwards, number 6, Josh Mann. Number 7, Josh Dias. Number 8, Cesar Volsaki. Waitomo just coming out onto the team paddock now. Number 9 for Taupo Sports, Zane Tipping. Number 10, Kieran Rollinson. Number 11 on the left wing, Apeti Matai. At second 5 is Cam Robinson. Centre, Jesse Douglas. 14, Barry Simeona. 15 at fullback, Shaden Money. In the reserves, 16, Nathan Bates. 17, Ariki Hamilton. 18, Dylan Barrett. 19, Musa Mafosa. 20, Ratu Forsaki. 21, Tom Bridges. And 22, Tristan Gibson. That's the Taupo Sports team for today.
Just in the reserves, sorry, I didn't put in the reserves for Waitomo. At 16 is Leon Green, 17 Vaughan Haylock, 18 Douglas Kawado, 19 Sammy Mana, 10 Dean Rata Hemopo, affectionately known as the Bumper, and I guess we'll see why shortly. Dion Pai is in 21 and Dane Moana wears 22. And the conditions here today, Barry, we've got an overcast day. The wind's coming across probably southeast at the moment. Or what do you know, southeast, or we're talking south at the moment? Oh. So it might favour...
Right now it's quite calm, but...
might favour Waitomo, the way they're setting themselves out at the moment, might favour them in the first half. We'll wait in the ground conditions. As always, perfect conditions underfoot, as Owen Delaney Park's one of the best fields in the country, and we don't. It doesn't matter how much rain falls in this town. The ground's always in good nick.
Yeah, it's well drained. Plus, it's got the pumice, natural pumice soils underneath to drain it.
Yeah. They must have a good groundkeeper, eh? That young fella that has been here for a while, Ben the Sheriff.
Yeah. See the Taupo team coming out now. Led on by their captain, Liam Rowlands, number 2. Number 1's a big boy.
Naaman Peters, number 1. So they line up on the left-hand side of us from the grandstand, and they'll be heading into a little bit of a breeze, I'd say, in the first half of Taupo Sports. And Barry, this year, the scores for this year with...
Yeah, so previous games this year, early in the rounds, Taupo beat Pupu by 30-odd points, and then most latest game, it was a draw, a very close game. So we're looking for an interesting game today, and I'm picking a close one based on the last result, Bill.
So we're also going to remind you that King Country have a 100-year centenary game planned for August the 20th. And they'll be playing, I think it's Poverty Bay.
No, it's Thames Valley.
Is it Thames Valley?
Yeah.
All right. On the August the 20th, so put that aside here. Tikariti. The centenary game.
It was postponed due to COVID last year, I believe, so. Right, we just wait for the kick-off.
So, Taupo Sports, the kick.
And we're away. Good clean take from Waitomo as they prepare to exit from their 22.
Taking it up in their forwards for a start. Back to their, it's not first 5, it was number 11. Mistake there by Taupo Sports. The ball falling in front of, was that one of our, who's that?
I think that might have been...
Shaden Mani.
No.
So knock on, so Waitomo a scrum on the 10 metres inside Taupo Sports territory.
First unforced error of the day, Bill.
Yep.
Hopefully not too many more. From either team as we look forward to a good game of rugby, really.
Scrum, Waitomo ball.
Be interesting to see where the pressure is in this.
We have our usual 3 or 4 resets. Referee having a chat after somebody obviously wasn't listening in the changing rooms. Packing down our scrum now. Taupo Sports putting a bit of heat on this scrum.
Yes.
And,
Good tight head.
Good tight head and head down
Zipping
the blind
down
side.
the blind side. Zipping down the blind side.
Yes, that's right. That Zane zipping.
Zane zipping around the blind side.
Seesaw Vasaki taking the ball up.
Well,
Nice
Jesse
hands.
Douglas picks it up nicely. Big, strong lad, Jesse.
Counter right by
Counter right.
Waitomo, but
Oh, Zane Tipping's back out there with it.
Sports still with the ball. And Apiti Matai making a good break. Penalty Waitomo. Just inside about 6 metres inside Taupo Sports half. Referee sealing off this.
Yeah, and number 1 for Taupo didn't quite like that.
No. He had a different idea.
Few words to say with the ref.
Waitomo going for touch. Drive the line out.
Yep. Goes to the middle and a great steal by Gary Mansfield.
Great steal.
The old war horse.
Eh? Yeah. Read it like a book.
Great drive from Taupo Sports here.
The ball at the back of the scrum, just eating up a few metres now. They're on the 10 metres, Zane Tipping with a little pass.
Chip and take.
Down and,
Slightly forward, eh?
Ruled forward. Ruled forward. Depends on which side of the park you're on. That was either flat or just slightly forward.
I'll have to disclose my bias being a Taupo sportsman, but I do think it was forward.
Do you?
Yeah.
Either
I think it was a fair call.
Ben Shepherd, Ben Sheriff line might be crooked. Scrum Waitomo ball on the 10 metres, just beyond the 10 metres. Another
good scrum
by
from Taupo Sports.
but
Cleared magnificently by the halfback. Crashing up the middle from number 12, Joe Pirawatwiti. Setting it in the centre of the park, ready to attack on the left-hand side. Oh,
Charge down, Thomas Hoyles, charge down. Taupo Sports now hard on attack. Inside Waitomo, put pressure on, charge down, and now they're clearing it.
that's a good kick. Good clearing kick from
Back
Waitomo
into Taupo
Sports.
Sports.
By the halfback, Liam Wannell.
Just looking at, I think we're going to change. Is that 22 on that wing over there? Taupo Sport.
No, there's been no change.
Ah.
Not that I've seen.
So now we've got Waitomo with a line out, attacking line out on the 22. Taupo Sports take the line out.
Show and go from Cam Robinson.
Clearing kick from there inside the 22. Well taken by Corey Sargent. Waitomo. Jesse Douglas tackling Reese Ellery on the sideline here. That was a very good tackle by Apete Matai, Barry.
Yep.
Lots of pressure on the kick, which is what you want. Line out Taupo ball, just inside their half.
Where they've been most of the game so far. 5 minutes gone into the game. Another show and go. Takes it up the middle, rolls beautifully to present the ball for clearance.
Cisa taking the ball up. Then we've got Kieran Robinson again. Long pass out to Matai. Takes the ball into the ruck. Stab kick through by Rollison going into the Waitomo 22. Picked up by Corey Sargent, who clears. But the line out is still on the 22 inside Waitomo.
Well, the wind is a bit fickle, but bursting through every now and then. You can see on the flag of the touch judge there, and the sun's out shining at the moment.
We were expecting a bit of rain today, but thank goodness it's gone over to the Hawke's Bay. Taupo Sports ball. They're shorting the line out now. Oops.
Poor line out.
Wasn't as clean as they wanted, but they still retained it. Yeah, Santh.
Taken up on a short pass from the first 5 by the loose head prop, Taupo Sports. Clearing down the left flank now, running fast and hard. Good piece of play there from
Simeon,
Sports.
I think, yes, and they're heading this up now. Taupo Sports hard on the line.
Try, Taupo Sports. Great team try. Interplay between the backs and forwards.
Yeah, very good.
Speed down the left flank. Hey, Dave.
That injection of pace down the left flank with Barry Simeon took them beyond the advantage line, Barry, and then back into the forwards, and they trundled up. Who did we get as the scorer, a try scorer? Was that Jesse Douglas?
Not sure. No, it was a forward, I think. I missed that. Can you replay that, please, sir? I think it might have been Yale Sant, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Oh, he would have been hovering.
Well, he's the last one walking back, you see.
Well, it's true.
Yeah, lingering to make it, let everyone know. Takes bathe in the glory for a little while.
To get the ball back off him.
For the kick.
It's basically the first time Taupo Sports have actually been in that half, really.
Pretty much, yep. Bill, yeah. And they've converted into points, which is hopefully a good omen for Taupo Sports.
Yep.
Not so good for Waitomo.
Zane tipping to convert. And,
he's missed the conversion.
Missed the conversion.
Had the length.
Off to the left.
But not the direction, clearly.
You have to adjust for the wind, I'd say. So Taupo Sports lead 5-0. 10 minutes.
10 minutes into the game. Yep. Nice high kick. No chasers.
Tipping. And bangs it back. Nicely taken back there by...
If he's going to run it up, he's going to run it up. Good number 8 does.
Taupo Sports turn over the ball, take it up in the forwards again, just a little bit of a rumble.
Good bump and go from Taupo Sports in the midfield. And tipping to clear. Oh. Wasn't a very good pass, and it was an even worse catch.
No, yeah. Not what we call a sensitive pass.
Yeah. The old man said to me once, a good pass is one that gets caught.
Waitomo decides to roll their sleeves up and just take the ball up. However, Taupo Sports' defence is standing fast at the moment. Turnover. Yes, turnover penalty to Taupo Sports. And a quick tap by Zane Tipping, trying to catch Waitomo offside, maybe seeking a few more metres, but the penalty is reversed for
holding on to the ball.
Holding on, yeah. I think he tried to get the extra 10 metres with a quick tap, but probably Barry this early in the game, I probably would have put that ball in the corner.
Yeah, especially playing into the wind like that.
Yeah, line out drive.
More time you can spend at the other end of the paddock when you're playing into the wind, the better.
Give it to old bread and butter Gary Mansfield, and it would have been all over. Hello. Waitomo's just kicked that ball.
Dead.
Oh, actually dead.
Kicked it dead.
Scrum all the way back. Waitomo half. Goodness, it's
a disappointing kick for Waitomo.
yeah.
A chance to get on the front foot in their half and attack from a line out.
He kicked it from the 10-metre mark and kicked it dead down the other end, and now has to come back and set a scrum up. And Taupo Sports scrum has been going particularly well at the moment. If I was top Waitomo, they might put a bit of heat on it, get a bit frustrated with that sort of mistake.
The back line set up for Taupo Sports at this stage indicates they're going to have a move out to the open side with the winger and fullback up. We'll see what happens.
Sisa might, Fasaki might take no. He's cleared it. They cleared it straight away.
Yep.
You're right, Barry. They've got something going on there. The old long missed pass.
Barry Simeone again showing his pace.
Bit of pace.
Kicking. Kick dead.
So
Now the scrum back.
22 dropout, I think, because it went dead. Kick was a bit long by Barry, but good run.
He's got some toe. He's got some toe.
A fair bit of pace today.
You felt that hit after he kicked the ball by the look of it, or was it just a bit of Hollywood? I'm sure he'll be running fast the next time he gets the ball in his hands.
He might keep it in hand this time.
Yeah.
Chipping it. Waitomo kicked it all the way down to Taupo Sports, just outside the 22 now, and a big up and under in the middle. And the big guy from Waitomo, the big prop, what's his name?
Rangi Mulligan, Green?
Yeah, no, Benji Foster, I think
Benji?
it was, mate.
The loose head prop.
Yeah, Benji Foster took the ball beautifully over his head and then got penalised for holding on the ground and the turnover. So now we've got a penalty. A shot at goal has been called for by Mr. Tipping. Almost straight out in front.
Breezes.
At least, how many metres we're talking here? 30, 40 metres?
Yeah, 25, 35.
There you go.
25 and 10, I'd estimate that, Bill. Yeah.
Well within his range. Kicking into a bit of a breeze, so we'll see what happens here. He's done very well. His goal kicking, he's very good with his goal kicking.
It is across the paddock breeze too, so you make some allowance for that. It's a little bit gusty,
so
but
I'll bet a chocolate fish will get this one.
I'll back you on that. So there's no bet.
Oh, I was looking forward to a chocolate fish.
There'll be another chance. It's a good looking kick.
That's a chocolate fish. There you go. Oh, no chocolate fish.
Well,
right.
you owe
Yeah,
me
right.
one and I owe you one, so I got a bounty bar in the car.
Is it?
Yeah, you want one of those?
No, I only drink Red Bull.
No, bounty bar. Coconut covered in chocolate. Beautiful. It's a new chocolate fish.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bounty bar. Number 9 from Waitomo, Liam Wano. He hasn't had his opportunity to kick here or get his points yet. But no, beautiful high kick, but well taken
Some
by
good chases as well from Waitomo.
Mr. Mansfield again, Gary Mansfield. Safe hands, that guy.
Solid game so far.
Taken up strong. Is that our hooker, Naaman? Is that Liam Rollins? He just took that up?
I think
Nice
so,
and
yeah.
strong.
Looked like it.
Yeah. Taupo Sports are now deciding to go up through the guts. Straight as they can towards the goal line, delivering ball. Just a little pass. Cam Robertson makes a break. He's got Fasaki outside him. He doesn't need him at the moment. He's going to hold on. It's been taken down into tackle, and they're on the 22 inside Waitomo, and the ball's been moved wide. Mr. Rollinson decides he's going to hang on to a little bit. Carl, who's that?
Yale Sam.
Yale. It's going to be another penalty or a knock on.
Knock on.
something
Lost in
here.
the tackle. Yep. Yale lost it forward there in the tackle.
Did he?
Yep.
Did he
I saw
try and
that
do
one.
the old out the back pass, eh?
No, I think he just had a bit of pressure on the tackle and tried to drive forward and the ball slipped from his grip.
Sometimes when you run really fast, though, you might go into oxygen depth.
I really wouldn't know, Bill. Wasn't a problem when I was playing rugby.
Well, running
Fast.
or running fast.
Oxygen depth.
Oxygen depth, yeah. So Taupo Sports scrum, Waitomo scrum on the 22 inside their own half. They're holding much better than their first 3 scrums. Kick to exit.
Piti Matai passes to the fullback. He clears with an up and under. Got to get those boys on side.
It looked a bit late, actually. It looked a bit late and the referees agreed. It was a bit harsh.
Might
I
be
think
another-
he ran sideways. He ran to the side of him and caught his leg. Like he didn't direct contact with him, but however, the penalty goes.
This
to
could be another
Sports.
shot at goal here. Yep, it is.
Certainly another chocolate fish on the line here.
It's a little bit further away than the last one, but around the same position as far as the alignment with the posts go. So it's within his range, and he looks like he's just cribbed another half a metre there by putting the tee down.
I think the tee fell over. The tee rolled
That
forward.
might just help him. I think he's got the distance anyway on this. Don't think that's the issue for him. It'll be whether the wind takes it away or not.
Zane tipping to kick for a penalty here.
Currently 8-0 to Taupo Sports.
It's another one straight through the dot, over the dot.
Takes it to 11-0 to Taupo Sports, 20 minutes almost into the game of the first half. If you've just joined us, 11-0 to Taupo Sports, 1 unconverted try, 2 penalty kicks, 20 minutes into the first half. Waitomo playing with a slight wind at their back across the paddock.
So if you come to Taupo, I
as you
think
watch it.
we generally think that later in the afternoon that wind will get a little bit stronger. Sometimes, so it might be to Taupo Sports' advantage in the second half. Although at the moment they're not needing the wind, they're playing a very good game into the wind just by taking it straight up, using their forwards, letting their backs slightly higher that one, but I think the referee says no, shoulders.
Good.
No
And
high
please,
tackle.
there's no TMO to go to in this game.
Cam Robinson puts
The
a
game
kick
gets
down
more
to
movement.
the Waitomo 22.
And Gary Sargent picks it up.
Corey Sargent.
Corey. C Sargent clears.
And clears the ball
Wonderfully.
inside Taupo
Wonderful kick.
Sports 22.
Sargent
From his
clears well.
22. Do you get what's that called? 60-40 or any of those
50-20?
rules? Is that being run today?
I
Because,
really don't know.
well, it is because he's just been given the line out.
Well, there you go.
So Waitomo's got the line out. A very good kick.
Using the wind too
Yeah.
to that side of the paddock.
And unfortunately,
Another steal
the
from
old
Gary Mansfield.
goes and puts his great ugly mitt in the road and secures the line out for Taupo Sports, and they clear the ball down in the halfway.
Mansfield's having a good game so
Barry
far.
Simeon.
Very good game. There's 2 line-out steals and
Yeah.
good drives up the middle, tackles. Playing well. Putting some steel into the base of that scrum behind the props.
They definitely needed that line out, and he put himself under pressure. I don't know why the All Blacks sometimes don't challenge in the line outs.
Yeah.
They could actually come down and pick up Gary here and put him in there just to do the line outs. It's just having to go at another one, you see?
I wouldn't underrate him replacing Sam Whitelock.
No. Penalty advantage to Waitomo.
Ooh, there's some space out wide, but the pass
Fairly
was
wide
slow and
pass.
inaccurate.
Nice. Trying something different, Barry. You've got to try something.
Yep, I think it's the first time they've got it wide quickly, and they look dangerous if the pass was more accurate and a little bit quicker.
The 2 young fellas from Waitomo, Corey and Reese, just having a chat about what didn't quite go well with that little cut move. Liam one on the half halfway, kicks it into Taupo territory, and the ball goes out just inside outside the 22.
So, Waitomo pressing on attack with a line out. Hopefully Mansfield doesn't get up and take it away from them this time, and they can show us what they've got from a line out. Still again, 11-0, 25 minutes into the game.
Mansfield, Gary, he'll be up here.
Oh yeah, Waitomo might throw it to somewhere else with a bit of luck.
Yeah. They're trying it.
Yeah.
Pressure, you see, too much pressure, and Mansfield up there put the pressure on. A bad throw by Waitomo, and Taupo Sports are now exiting from their 22. Saki gives a wild pass out to Matai, but he gets away and then loses the ball. Forward advantage, Waitomo. They decide to run it, and a couple of long passes.
Ooh, good pace down the right-hand flank there. Good try to Waitomo. Game on.
There's a nice pass by the number 8, I think, from Waitomo there. Sam.
Scorer.
Drew and pass out to... We're just looking for the number here. I got a feeling that was the hooker out there, Barry, from Waitomo.
He's certainly an oxygen debt, Bill. I can see that.
That try might have been scored by Eden Carfiner. No, it was actually number 14, sorry.
Yeah.
Gareth Owen.
Doing the job that a winger should be doing.
Job, eh?
And doing the job a winger should be doing.
Yeah.
Pace down the side.
He did. And he's just given the referee a bit of some advice on one or two things that might not be happening in the game, which is always good. It's captain's privilege, I guess, Barry.
Yep.
So, Waitomo with a try. 20 minutes into the game now.
We're closer to 25, I think.
25, yeah. It's a long way to that clock, Barry.
Yeah.
Liam. 1-1.
Big kick.
Wide of the post. Had all the distance, really had the distance, just not the accuracy. The wind just didn't take it around from.
Right, Taupo Sports to reset play here. Kicking off to the left of the field with the wind. Pushing it across the paddock. Great chase from Taupo Sports to get up and contest. There was Josh Dias.
Counter ruck? No, he was ahead of the ball by the looks of things. Picked it up, he was just slightly ahead of the ball. Yale, eh? Yale's just got to get that sorted. Thought the ball was available, but no. Waitomo was cleared now. They're on the 10-metre mark inside Taupo Sports territory. Sunshine's out now, Barry. I wish some of the sunshine was coming inside the grandstand here. They might have the grandstand on the wrong side of the field.
Oh, well, you'd be complaining about the sun strike then, Bill, with the sun in your eyes.
Would you?
Yeah.
Not if they had a roof on it.
Well, then you wouldn't be in the sun.
Wouldn't it be great if they put a roof on Delaney Park and turned it into a proper test venue, Barry?
I haven't had enough beers for that one yet, Bill.
Yeah. Waitomo running the ball up hard from number 12.
Joe Perawiti.
Yes, hit up hard then.
Big strong run.
Moving the ball to the Oliver Kay. Oliver's taking the ball up, and now the
rolling it
Waitomo
forward,
rolling
big
up
prop.
their sleeves now, and they're all lined up out in the back line. It's all
Number
full
8.
forwards.
Penalty to Waitomo.
Yeah, I think that's Yale again. Just got to decide whether he's in the ruck, part of the ruck, or ahead of the ball. And I think they've opted to take a shot here.
Yeah, Waitomo to take a shot.
Gareth Owens taking control here from Waitomo and said, we will take the shot, ref, and this will help young Liam Wano creep closer to their century. Although we do believe that he's already got about 19 points, I think, for Waitomo early in the season.
Yes, he played a game or two for them before switching allegiances.
Yeah, so I believe he's got 19 points there. He's already over the hump, but however...
95 currently for Waitomo.
Yeah, he wants to score 100 points for Waitomo.
So kicking for goal, scores currently 11-5, Taupo Sports to Waitomo. Kicks this, it'll be 11-8 and just over 25 minutes gone. 26, 27 minutes.
Breeze behind him, so, that's going to help.
That'll help, but the wind...
obviously with 95 points, he's obviously got some...
the wind is still blowing across the goalpost somewhat too.
Nobody wants to...
It's not a straightforward kick.
You're just trying the old commentator's curse, aren't you?
No.
No. Oh, he's kicked that well. He's got it up in the air beautifully. No. Just off to the right, eh?
You should have gone to Specsavers, Bill.
Who did?
You.
Well, I'm not the one kicking the ball.
No, but you said it looked beautifully going over and it didn't.
We didn't. And what, there was no chocolate fish on it?
It looked beautiful, except it wasn't very good.
Hello.
Oh, basic mistake creeping in from Taupo Sports there. Man in front at the drop kick, at the drop out. Score remains 11-5 after that failed kick.
Over-eager, they would say. They're very over-eager, or touch of the old not thinking, I would say.
Just not thinking.
Okay.
Inexcusable, really.
So Waitomo back on attack after missing that penalty right on the Taupo Sports 22. Will Taupo Sports respond with a good scrum? Who knows?
Yeah, the heat out of their scrum seemed to have gone somewhat.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. Now's a good time to put some heat back into it.
They have,
and
and they've pushed Waitomo over the top of their ball, and they've won the ball. And now Taupo Sports are breaking
picked up
out
by
of
Josh Mann.
And there's an exit
clearing
out of
it
there.
out.
Robinson is exiting beautifully out of there. Good pass to and Simeon. Just another little kick towards the 22, picked up by Waitomo's captain, Gareth Owen. He's been tackled in the 22, though. Got themselves under a bit of pressure, trying to run it out of there. So Taupo Sports is counter-ruck, going over the top of the ball. I think, yes, the referee can see it. He's got his hand out for an advantage. They need to clear it, I'd say. Take advantage of the advantage. Taupo Sport hard on attack now. Freeing the ball. Jesse Douglas is having to go for the line.
Jesse runs for the gap,
and
makes some good yardage.
Takes the tackle. Taupo Sport, Zane tipping.
Taupo Sports 5 metres, 3 metres from the line now. Attacking hard.
Another advantage is out in front. Rollinson does a sidestep and still going towards the line.
Tipping clears it wide. Let's see what happens out wide here.
Sidestep, left, right, going to the line. Down on the ground for a tackle. Tipping again, takes the ball and hit in hard by... They're on attack. Saying out to Fasaki. Counter-ruck by Waitomo, but there must be still an advantage here somewhere.
It may not be needed.
Robinson in on under the dot.
It's all that hard work from Taupo.
Yep. Well rewarded.
Playing through the advantages and gets just the reward.
Yep.
Again, Sports crib into the 22 and managed to go away with points. I think they've every time they've got into the 22 area, Bill, they've come away with points, haven't they?
Yeah,
or thereby.
That's right. They've sort of lived around about the halfway mark and then break out, and then all of a sudden try score. Well deserved. Forwards rolled up their sleeve. The backs, beautiful hands through the back line, especially from their own half. We're young Barry Simmon. Who are we talking here? Barry Simeona, who took the ball down the left-hand side, linked up with his fullback, Shaden Amani. A little bit of interplay and then put Taupo Sports right on attack. forwards took over and did a few short hit-ups. Referee had his arm up for at least 2 or 3 advantage calls, and they finally scored with Zane tipping, and they're about to put another 2 points on the board as well. Just about 5 minutes to go in this half. Taupo Sports now lead 18-5.
The Taupo Sports tight head prop has gone off, I think. Replaced by number 17, if I make that right. 17, Ariki Hamilton. Let us just check those facts. We'll come back to you. Not sure when that happened.
Might have been after that powerful scrum. Joe Petaweti's hit up hard for Waitomo, and they just don't seem to be getting much support to him quickly. He's made some good yards, but taking it straight up and just going in 1s and 2s and no real pack really. But however, here he goes again.
Good yardage made there by Waitomo, but counter-ruck by Taupo Sports.
Taupo Sports, yes. And they've driven Waitomo back off the ball. That's what I just said before. They just sort of make a break, but they go in 1s and 2s.
Good work from Yale Shaft. Clearing kick by Zane Tipping, nice and high,
Box
into the
up,
sun.
Corey Sargent, he's not led
Well
fair.
taken,
Well
taken.
taken by young Corey. Beautiful. But he's been caught on the 10-metre mark inside Waitomo's half, and now the counter ruck comes in from Taupo Sport, but they cleared it. And there's that second 5, Joe Petaweti again.
Good run from the number 8, Waitomo Sports, Sam Tragmar. Ooh, good work from Zane Tipping, clearing from the goal line.
Well,
nice long kick.
Yeah, Waitomo was hard on attack then. The captain, Gareth Owen, took the ball up and then chipped it. I think the crowd might have been the Waitomo crowd.
Charge down.
No,
Taupo Sports.
he chipped it into his own player. Corey Sard, sorry, he kicked it straight into his own player, which put him offside, and now there's a scrum for Taupo Sports just outside the 22 in Waitomo's half. Now, the ball actually was almost up at Taupo Sports line, but Zane Tipping, with all the skill he had, took the ball back there, did a couple of side steps, went around one person, then kicked the ball all the way down to Waitomo's 22, but good play by him.
Nearly 35 minutes gone in the second half at Delaney Park. Taupo Sports ahead 18-5.
First half. We're still in the first half, Barry.
Are we? I thought I said first half.
Yeah, no, the sun's hasn't set yet. Waitomo pushing and wanting the big power scrum, but Vasaki's got off the bat, giving it to Tipping. They come down the right-hand side.
Number 23.
Number 23 gives a nice pass to Mani. Passes up.
And we don't have a
Liam,
number.
23.
There is no number 23 on the team sheet.
Rollinson, nice pass
Nice
to
clear.
Robinson.
Oh,
Barry
taken, well
Simeona.
taken.
Simeona got a beautiful long pass by Robinson. Oh,
Simeona took that pass well, at speed and high.
Beautiful.
Right on the touchline to run around the flank and score 15 metres from the posts.
It's actually real positive movement by the Taupo Sports backline. They're really gelling together. Kelly Rollinson with Kieran Rollinson, with Robinson at second 5 seems to be working out. Jesse Douglas running decoy in that centre, and then Robinson missing Douglas and putting the ball to the outside. Yeah, Barry had to get up in the air to get that one.
Yeah, well.
Zane Tipping on the 22, out towards the 15-metre mark, from the end of the back of the line out there.
Chocolate fish on this one, Bill?
Chocolate fish, mate, chocolate.
You reckon he's going to get it?
Yeah, get it.
The wind's mucking around still. I think he'll get it. He's been kicking well.
think it's died? Do you think that wind's died down? No?
It does a bit, then it'll pick up every now and then. Seems to be stronger at the right-hand end of the paddock than the other end. If you look at the flags on the sideline.
Yeah.
So he's kicking into the wind here.
This might take us into half-time. Oh, he's put that through, isn't he? He's looking at it. Yes.
Held up by the wind, but managed to get it through. About 4 minutes to go before half-time in the first half. The visitors are now 5 and Taupo Sports are now 25. 20-point difference. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Waitomo kick off yet again. See if they can get a good chase on this kick. They haven't been chasing it very well previously. It's a better chase.
Well taken by the Mansfield again. He's having a good game. Just solid, you know,
Yep.
Nothing spectacular at the moment. Just
Solid
just
Mansfield.
doing his job. Taking the ball up, taking the kickoffs, taking line-outs, stealing line-out ball.
Perfect work for a lock.
For veteran lock.
Veteran lock.
Rollinson kicks it way down, and Corey Sargent, he's had a safe pair of hands, actually.
Yes, he has.
Now we got Liam Wando. Oh!
Liam Wano up and taps and runs. Waitomo's in behind him. They need someone to clear.
He'd just been lifted, actually, in a tackle, but it sort of was parallel rather than...
I tend to agree with you there, yeah.
Head forward. I think that's why the referees ruled it that way. Liam Wano, gutsy guy, gets up, taps the ball. He's not there mucking around and waiting for the penalty. He taps it and takes the ball up, and now Waitomo again on attack. At advantage to them. Here comes Mr. Joe, taking that ball up strong. They've got a bit of fire in the belly at the moment.
Taken into the tackle by Misikai Tamati.
Doesn't seem to be any holes in this Taupo Sports defence, though, Barry.
No,
They're just sort
it's
of
been one of their
runners
strengths
now,
so far in the game, actually, Bill,
Joe's
is their
having to
defence.
take the ball up again, you know, and then he's on his own. You know, it could be a turnover. No.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Tomo's been working hard at running the ball up all game.
Still got the ball, but they're sitting around about the halfway line.
Yeah.
And a big tackle by...
Piti Matai.
He's played well today.
Oh.
That was Joe, you see, Joe Pedowetti's taken that ball up strong all day.
Yep, he's been good at that.
And now Gareth Owen has just popped in to have a chat with Digger. Just to, he's got his hands right out. He looks like he's reading the book of laws. Yeah. He's brought the penalty back, actually. He's taken the penalty back towards the centre of the field, run on the 10-metre mark. And Liam's looking at the clock thinking, we might have a shot here. No. There's a debate. They're going to go for the line out.
If they can win it, that is, Bill.
Well, that's right. They've taken it down there a few times now, and Gary Mansfield has gone a mere in.
It's their weakness in this game so far. Here they go again into the Taupo Sports 22. Pretty much full time at the moment. I suspect next time the whistle goes, it'll be half time. So
they'll be looking, I think, for just hanging on to that ball. If they can get in this line out, I think it's the line out drive, eh?
we'll see if they can win the ball first.
Yeah.
That's the critical thing.
Yeah.
Should be going short to the front and driving it. That's what I'll be doing because that's where there's less pressure on the ball jumpers.
Got to get it past Mansfield yet. And there, the pressure's up on them. And Waitomo, it was a scrambly thing, but they got it. But they haven't driven. It's not good enough to be driven. It's now 1-off runners.
Driving. Waitomo Sports driving around the edges, getting closer. Edging close, another pick and go.
There's a penalty.
And another one.
advantage.
Here we go. Is he over? He's over. Tried to
One-handed
Waitomo
penalty advantage.
Sports.
Waitomo score right beside the post. And let's quite quickly get that number there. It's the big prop number 1, isn't it? Benji Foster, I'd say. I think we'll give that try to number 1, Benji Foster. He's actually toiled away all day, done a few big hit-ups, and that was an excellent run from him. Be it only a metre, but it was effective because he scored.
Oh, it was a metre after 3 other guys made 2 metres each, so it's good teamwork for the forwards there. Score that try from a back of a line-out catch.
And
They finally won a line-out and managed to score.
And this will be a conversion to Liam Wano as he creeps closer to the magic 100.
Box of chocolate fish as he gets this one, Bill.
You reckon?
Yeah, a whole box.
You're a bit brave, Barry. He's just about right in front of you. You could kick this. And there we go. He's kicked it. So that takes him to 97 points. Sometimes it's hard though.
Right,
They might end up sitting on 3 points for the rest of the game.
Well, he needs to score them this game. If they don't win it, then he won't get another opportunity for the
So if we go
season.
to the half-time break here at Owen Delaney Park with overcast conditions again.
Just remembering. Oh, that was a good break. Pomo Ports kick off and retrieved by Taupo Sports to take it up the middle and try and get an exit from just outside their 22. Another great take by the fullback from Waitomo, Corey Sargent. Oh, that was one of the shortest half times ever, Bill.
They must have wanted to get going, eh?
Yeah, oh, nearly an intercept. Here we go. Is that a deliberate knockdown here? Oh, God. Looked like a deliberate attempt at an intercept to me. Just so we got a break here. We've got to put something right. The King Country is celebrating the centenary on August 20th against Poverty Bay, not Thames Valley. Poverty Bay at Tikawiti. August the 20th, Poverty Bay, Tikawiti. King Country Rugby Union 100 years centenary celebrations. Postponed from previous year due to COVID.
Now we've got a few changes, so with the game underway, we'll just make those calls. I see the bloke they call Dean Rata Hemopo. The bumper is on. At number 20. No, that was Sammy Mara. Always quiet.
Speak up, bro.
Always quiet, though.
Right, penalty to Waitomo. Will they chase the tries, kick for touch, and have another go from a line out? They're chasing the game at the moment, but 13 points behind. They need a couple of tries to get on top. Who's that? He's pushed it up a bit, is he? So here we go. Line out it is, Bill. Let's see if they can repeat what they did at the end of the first half. Another 7 points would bring them right back in the game to 25-19. So, for those that have just joined us, we're just second minute into the second half of the game. Taupo Sports 25, Waitomo Sports 12 at Owen Delaney Park here in Taupo. Waitomo on attack. Looked like a missed throw, but it worked.
Yeah.
And here's the pick and goes again. This is what got them to try last time. Edging closer. Waitomo.
Penalty advantage to Waitomo on the line, so I think if they just keep the ball and just keep bumping away here, they'll should step in.
Big boy up the middle. The bumper.
No,
The bumper bumps it over.
Sammy Mara.
Pretty sure that was number 20, Dean Ratu Himmelpool, was it?
No, number 19. It's actually number 19. I put the wrong person on the field. It was Sammy Mara.
Was it?
Yep.
Wow,
number
he bumped
19.
them off to get there anyway, regardless.
Big lad.
That's what you call making an impact. Right.
So what's that take to score,
So,
Barry?
That'll,
13.
yeah. I think it's 25-17 at the moment. The kick to come. Try late in the first half to Waitomo, and a try early in the second half have brought them right back in this game. So if he gets this, he'll have his 100 points for Waitomo this season?
No.
Oh, he missed the other ones in the first half, did he?
Yeah, he did. So that's another 2. So I'm pretty sure that puts him on 99.
Yeah, 99. Yeah. You wouldn't want to be stuck on that for the season, would you?
No.
It'll mean two things. You don't get your 100,
So
and you haven't won the game.
Yeah, Waitomo might turn. Now, look, we got to give old Liam a chance to get his 100, and so we better. It's a kick off, a nice high kick. They've decided to hit that inside channel with their big guys. Just keep. Now that they've brought on the big Sammy Mana.
Ooh. running hard up the midfield there. Bit of a hop and a skip into traffic and down for the recycle of the ball.
Another penalty to Waitomo. Someone not clearing the ruck quick enough. Double blow on the whistle means
Bit of a cordial from the ref.
Yeah, any more of this and somebody might be heading for the yellow card, I'd say. Just looking across at the Taupo Sports team to see if there was any changes. There's a number, 17? So we've got Ariki Hamilton who's come on.
Yeah, he was on in the first half early.
Did he come on early?
Yeah, we missed that change somehow.
And there's no backline changes. They all look the same, although no. Gary still picking off those line-outs. Cleared by Cam Robinson as far as the 22 in Taupo Sports.
Right, let's see if they can win this line out and they'll fix their woes. No, Mansfield gets up yet again and steals another one. Truly is the Sam Whitelock of the Taupo team today, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Mind you, he has been doing that for a while. And cleared by tipping.
Ooh,
and
misjudged there.
Is that a no? I think he was outside the 22. He was outside his 22.
Yeah, no. Certainly a 50, but no 22 in it. I missed by about a metre, I think. Oh, no, 5 metres.
But he was outside his 22, so when he kicked it, so luckily he did take a bounce before it went out. So now Taupo Sports is inside Waitomo's half outside the 22. Now they need to get up and get this ball again, and Mansfield puts pressure on again and forces the knot straight. Scrum, Taupo Sports.
I think this line-out woes of Waitomo is proving to be their nemesis for this game.
Yep.
It's not allowing them to settle on attack or defence.
No.
Which is critical, really, in a semi-final, in any game of rugby.
If you remember back to a game with the Crusaders and the
Blues,
where the Crusaders did likewise to starve the Blues of line-out ball, and it makes a huge difference. It couldn't get any momentum up.
Correct.
So now Waitomo's under the same, having the same problems here. However, Sports have got to do something with the scrum ball. We'll see what happens. Solid scrum.
Here we go. Jesse Douglas runs it up. Sets in the middle of the paddock, and they go again to the left. Kieran Rollison runs into traffic, and Taupo Sports reset again.
Yeah, no clear. Release of the ball, so it's penalty, Taupo Sport.
This will be a shot at goal, I'd say. The wind at his back. Zane tipping to have another crack.
I just about got a packet of chocolate fish now, wouldn't I?
No, we've always agreed. There's been no difference.
I see.
Is unusual for you and I both.
I see. Okay.
Unusual.
A bit of warm up on the Taupo Sports bench.
It looks like a prop.
What have we got?
It's not a PC wheel. You're allowed to say that. Someone looks like a prop these days, aren't you? Especially if he is one.
What makes you think he looks like a prop?
He's got no neck.
No neck.
He's got broad shoulders, big thighs.
And his number is 16.
And he's number 16. So he's a prop.
Nathan Bates is starting to talk to the coach. He's saying, "Coach, put me on because I can make a difference here." Zane tipping to kick for the penalty. And he's put that straight down the middle. Another 3 points for Zane.
That'll take Taupo Sports to 27 and Waitomo to 19, 10 minutes into the second half here at Owen Delaney Park.
And according to the Waitomo changes, number 20, Dean Rata Hemopo, they call him the bumper, is now going on. And I'm not so sure that is the bumper though, Barry. He's very lean, like a Norwegian sardine, really.
Well, these nicknames do have funny ways of coming about, if you know what I mean.
I don't know how.
Maybe he's the one that gets bummed off.
Well, I thought number 19 certainly suit the name bumper because that's what he's done. Yale Santh doing the hard yards, just straight up the middle. Nice clearance by Tippings. Rollison sees some space out here and he's put it out. The wing has taken it beautiful, number 9, sorry. It's Liam Wano has taken that beautifully. And Corey Sargent has taken a pass and unfortunately he's given the pass beautifully to one of the Taupo Sports players.
Taupo clear it wide, get it wide quickly and
out in the back line running. And that boy Hamilton, man, he's
having a good game.
Yes, he's come on, Ariki. And they're taking the ball up again, up the middle, and
good driving play from Taupo forwards there.
Tipping,
the backs take it out.
Pushes it wide. Robinson puts it up. Tessie Douglas, nice hands, takes the ball up over the 22, and still retaining position. Tippings clears Rollinson. Little chip kick through, just a small grubber kick through, and somebody's been taken out. Corey Sargent got the ball. He's starting to run out of there, but he might find himself in a bit of strife in a minute. Taking the ball into the ruck. Starting to run out of ideas here, but referee calls a stop to play. I think there's been a bit of a problem somewhere. Oh, the problem is the touch judge has had his flag up. So we've got a bit of a conversation. Didn't quite see what happened there, Barry. Somebody was taken out of the line.
Someone ended up on their backside. I didn't see what happened though. Maybe it was something a bit late.
No. He's given a penalty to Taupo Sports. I think the guy from Waitomo, and it looked like the number 8 Sam, ended up being knocked over for some reason. But maybe he was, I don't know, slight obstruction. I think by the looks of the way the referee was holding his hands.
That's a critical mistake from Waitomo. They're 9 points adrift at the moment. Oh, and Taupo Sports aren't going for the 3 to take the game away. They're going for a line out in the corner to let Gary Sam Mansfield
yeah.
in the line out. Gary Whitelock.
Yeah, is going to go
have a crack.
Have a go. Maybe they've got a
set up a rolling maul from here.
Wow, it's new, innovative stuff, isn't it, Barry?
Question from one of your fans, Scott Baker, do you know?
Scott Baker, yes.
Do you know any decent plywood suppliers?
I certainly do. Plywood City, just to give you a bit of a bump, fantastic plywood supplier.
Yeah.
Scotty, go for it on your 40th, on a game of footy in your 40th year. Good boy. Scott's all the way from Melbourne, streaming in and listening to this game. Well done, Scotty. Fucking hell.
We're all about the interactive.
Yeah, good.
You won't get any jib board here, though, Scotty. I'm sorry. Oh, beautifully done.
Great
Nice
try.
little grubber kick through there. Who was that?
I think that was Cam Robinson.
No, Rollinson.
Was it?
Rollinson pushed the kick. Kieran pushed the kick through, and Cam Robinson followed through.
That's what I said, Cam Robinson.
Yeah, scored a try. That was well done, actually.
Yep.
That was well done. Going for the line out, did the job over there, brought the ball towards the centre of the field, and then a nice little grubber kick through, and Cam Robinson scores to the left-hand side of the post. Yeah, handshakes high fives all around. That was a lovely kick by Kieran Rollinson.
A little query coming in on the website there from Scott Baker. He's watching from Melbourne. He's about to don the boots and play for Kiwi Hawthorn this afternoon. Propping, number 1. Big strapping man, not a lad anymore, Scotty.
Hawthorn.
See you at the Bledisloe, boys. See you at the Bledisloe.
What's that? Is that AFL?
No,
Hawthorn, or is that an extra rugby club?
Kiwi Hawthorn is a rugby club.
Oh, righto.
Yep.
Okay.
Kiwi Rugby Club of old, merged
Nice,
with Hawthorn Rugby Club.
Kick by tipping.
Got their 100-year centenary coming up shortly
Right.
too.
So number 1 from Taupo Sports, Naaman Cork Peters has come off the field, and I suspect that other gentleman that was doing the warm up before,
Number 16, Nathan Bates.
has taken his place. There's a bit of a chip kick here, slide kick through from Wano, but I don't think it's come off because he's ended up on the ground with a slight injury. Cam Robinson took the ball and kicked it down into Waitomo's 22, but the Liam Wano, unfortunately, when he dived towards the ball that he'd kicked along the ground from a quick kick-off, I think he fell on, certainly injured himself on the 10-metre mark. Let's hope he gets back up and sticks it out, because he's on 99 points.
There's one other distinguishing feature of props there, Bill, when you asked me earlier when Mr. 16 Nathan Bates was warming up. He's got a mullet as well.
Aye, I see.
Almost necessary in props these days, isn't
Barry
it?
Simeon, who's just come off for Taupo Sports, he's had a good game today. Lots of speed on that wing and injected some pace down that first
Yes, he
half.
certainly made an impact.
Yeah, to get some good traction, which is great.
Right, taking a breather here while someone's taking an injury.
No, Liam. It's Liam Wano, and he's the boy that's on 99 points, Barry. So they won't want him to go off, and he won't want to go off.
15 minutes into the second half, Taupo Sports lead by 35 against Waitomo Sports at 19 here at Owen Delaney Park.
He's jogging back.
Taupo.
He's jogging back. He's saying, no, I'm not going anywhere. I need that point to get over the ton.
He's looking lame. He's not going well. He's not going well at all.
Here we go, another line out. And yes, Mansfield gets up and puts pressure on, but this time
There's a good tap down to the halfback. But Messi in midfield from Waitomo there. Now they've managed to get it out wide and clear it. Well, Sergeant motors down the left-hand flank, inside pass. Another inside pass. Looking great support from the number 8 from Waitomo, running like a winger. Oh, dragged down by Rollinson. Kieran Rollinson, great tackle from behind. Urgency now from Waitomo on attack.
Unfortunately, we're going back.
Spoiled by a bad pass and a bad catch.
Going back for a penalty. Out.
Great attacking move down the left-hand flank from Waitomo there.
That was from old Sam Trangmai. Now he's had a good game. He's run hard all day. Now number 12 has gone in, and he's going for the line. He just did the big bump. Liam Wainor's going for the line, and he's been held up. It's a drop out under the goalpost. Oh, Liam, he would have got those points. That would have been 5. He would have been well and truly home had he got that try. Unlucky, Liam. Keep going, mate. He's starting to feel the effects of a tough game, I'd say.
Still got a good 23 minutes to go too.
Yeah. Long drop out from under the goalpost. All the way back to number 12. It's Joe Pedowetti's run hard all day, but he's been taken down in a very good tackle by number 15's Shaden Marnie. Taupo Sports.
Waitomo attacking. Big prop, number 1.
Yeah.
Benji Foster takes it up. There's opposite number 3. Rangi Mulligan Green takes it up, but not much further.
No.
Big boys might be running out of puff.
They've just been hit on hard on the advantage line by Taupo Sports, and they're not really making much ground. However, they've put it out to their back line, and there is the big guy. Turnover, Taupo Sports.
Well, they made about 10 yards with that attacking move. They get to throw into the line out again, which will be another interesting contest. I'm sure Gary Whitelock Mansfield will be up there contesting.
I think it's good. I think they get him up all the time anyway, because often if he hasn't taken the ball, he's put pressure on the thrower.
Absolutely, and the catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to settle with any ball, any momentum. They haven't been able to build momentum, I should say. There they go again.
Ooh.
And that was a bad throw.
Shocking throw.
Yale is trying to take
2
it off.
fins, 1 broken tackle.
He has
Offloads.
gone, and he's offloaded
Offload to the man with the pace.
And over the ball, beautifully laid back. And
Yeah, quick, the ref
Tipping's
ducks.
on. And
Oh, here we
Robinson's got
go,
a
wide.
nice long
Oh,
pass.
knock on.
Knock on by the captain from Waitomo.
Playing advantage.
Owen. It'd be interesting
No
to see what the
advantage
referee
there.
rules here, because he looked like he...
Just a knock on by the look of it.
Well, there was 3 players outside.
Yeah, I agree.
Had they got the ball, it was a try,
I agree.
and he did attempt to knock the ball. Yeah. Was it because he was facing his own goal line? I don't know. I think it was no different to a previous penalty he saw in the first half.
Well, if he hadn't touched that ball, a try was
it would have
threatening.
been-
A try
absolutely.
was threatening, significantly so.
Yep. Well,
So well-earned break for some of the forwards here. Now, Waitomo not gathering. Taupo Sports keen to pack. Of note, Taupo Sports were tested at the start of the season and were the fittest team in the King Country competition. So we'll see if that proves true in the last 20 minutes of this game. If that holds out, then it could be ominous for Waitomo. They're looking to tire somewhat with the big boys in the pack. Hopefully they prove me wrong and get another burst of energy for the next 15, 20 minutes.
At this stage of the season, you would expect surely that they would have a certain level of fitness, and it's just about these things here, like the scrum, whether Waitomo can hold their scrum. They're certainly not getting their line-out ball anymore. So, you know, the pressure's on, and Taupo Sports scrum is already working forward, and Tippings has taken off the back. Rollinson's a nice
Good-looking
number.
move. Yep.
And,
Came to nothing.
But they're shifting ball well. Look, good. Another penalty to Taupo Sports. Not releasing in the tackle.
The 20 minutes gone, 35 points to Taupo Sports, 19 to Waitomo here at Owen Delaney Park. 20 minutes gone in the second half.
Liam
Taupo
Rollins
Sports on attack.
just going across to join the pack. Tippings is holding the ball.
Kicking for touch.
Kicking for touch again. A line out.
Well, it's been one of these strengths. It's makes a good, wise decision to do this, I'd say.
There's a sub coming on for Waitomo at number 18. That's Douglas Kawado.
He's from Waitomo, though.
Yes, he is. Yeah, which is close to Kawado. And we're not sure who he's replaced at this stage. Oh, it's a gentleman right down the back of the field there. He looks like he's been strapped up to play today, so maybe it's finally, the injury's finally taken
Bit of
over.
pressure on the Taupo Sports line out this
Yeah,
time.
it was too.
Bit messy for Sports, going backwards from that throw.
And they've
Not-
lost
and
the
they've
ball.
lost
That's
the
the
ball.
first line out they've lost all day.
There's still some fight in the Waitomo team yet. This game's not over.
I'd suggest it's going to go to the big guy. No. He was lining up and they decided to kick instead.
That was a good cleary kick for the base of the scrub.
Was that 1-1 again, Bill, did you say?
That's it.
Must have been.
Yeah. Yeah.
He must have got over his injury then and put a good, nice kick in like that. That's a good line out
Well,
take.
that's a better one. They should have had that one. Rollinson's decided to go to the air and put this right up.
It's a
But
bit
Corey
long.
Sargent's
It's
been
a
good under
bit
the high
long.
ball all day, though. He has certainly not
Jesse Douglas
taken by
makes a
Jesse
good tackle.
Douglas. And, yeah. But
Waitomo
but
gathered to
young Corey
attack.
Sargent he's caught everything they've kicked at him today.
And that's not easy because the sun's out and sometimes you've been looking at it.
Yep. Yeah, that was an interesting. One of the backs came into Taupo Sports forward pack, and young Yale
Threw him out?
lifted him up off the ground and held him in the air.
Oh.
Pulled the ball off him at the same time, and then now we've Taupo Sports have lost it again.
Oh, that was a tricky little manoeuvre. Give it to the big boy to run it up hard, and he does. But he loses it in the tackle.
Oh, Benji.
Here we go, Taupo Sports. Ooh. Playing it down the other end of the paddock, using the wind behind him. Good thinking. Great kick, Zane tipping.
Nice box kick by Zane. Put the ball right in, probably 5 metres out from the line. And it's Waitomo ball. Now, again, the line-outs could be under pressure. Mansfield in straight away. The ball's cleared immediately. Rollinson on the run. Jesse Douglas back on the cut, going back towards the goalpost. He's had the ball ripped out from him, so it's not been ruled forward, but it's been ripped out. And Liam Wano has kicked that ball down into Taupo Sports half. It's been fielded by the fullback.
Jaden Marnie.
And
Oh, it's going to go dead, is it? Yes, it is. Scrum back from where it was kicked.
And that means, yes, it's coming back inside Taupo Sports, 5 metres inside the half.
So 15 minutes to go in the game. Taupo Sports lead by 35 points to Waitomo's 19 here at a sunny Owen Delaney Park.
We still haven't found out who number 23 is, so it's very hard to credit anything to the young man because there is no 23 on the Taupo Sports list. Let's say it was Tristan Gibson 22.
Well, we were told we'd be wearing 22. Maybe 22's jersey's not fit for wearing.
Yeah.
So he's got 23. We'll assume that.
Come all the way back down here now for the scrum inside Taupo Sports half.
What position is this 23 playing, Bill?
He's playing fullback.
Oh,
And the
you see.
fullback at 15 has now moved on to the wing.
Right, I see. Yep, I'm with it. Another messy scrum. The set play for
Two-
Waitomo this game has been failing them, and it's probably the reason they'll lose if they do lose this game. But this guy, Sargent, he's put a big effort in. He's playing really well. He's had a good game for
He's
them.
running hard. He's caught everything they've kicked at him. And the number 8 for Waitomo, I have to give him
Yeah, he's
a
played
big
well
raps.
too, yes.
He has been there all day. He's run it up all day.
Ooh. Here we go. Is that a try?
No, I think there's
The ref hasn't put it up
there's
yet.
a
He's consulting with the touch judge.
deliberation here.
See what the
They
touch
might have
judge has
come
to
back
say.
up. They might have to come back up here to the top, Barry. We might have to give him some ideas. I think it's, yeah, it didn't. They didn't look. He didn't look excited when he scored.
No, it looked a little bit too easy. Something happened there. Anyway, scrum, Taupo Sports on defence.
Must have lost the ball and forward. So it's lost forward in goal. What would you?
Number 19's coming on.
Musa. No, that's not Musa. They'd have to be one of these fellas here. We think it's Tristan Gibson that's just come on the field now, and he's replaced the young fella who's played really well today, and that's the number 11 wing Apiti Matai.
He's had a good game.
Yeah, he's had a
ball.
very good game, and he looks like he got injured in that last attack down the side there, so he's coming off. And Jesse Douglas
runs hard. He's been running hard all day.
Right into the scrum area.
He always makes good yardage in the contact.
Well,
Jesse, he's a big man for a
5
centre.
metres out, eh?
Yep, very helpful.
And Kieran Rollinson has just put his educated boot on, and he's put Taupo Sports hard on attack.
Good chase from number 19, who we believe is Tom Bridges, I think.
Tom Bridges or Tristan Gibson, because we know that Musa Mufasa is still on the sideline and he hasn't gone on.
And I think he's in the forwards anyway, not the outside
Musa.
backs.
Anyway, just about on halfway the line, it is just inside actually. Taupo Sports half. Sun's still shining.
All right, number 16 for Waitomo coming on, Leon Green. Replacing. He looks like a hooker to me from here, but who would know? Yeah, the number
captain.
2, the hooker's going off.
You sure this is the captain?
Yep, number 2, the hooker for Waitomo's gone off, and number
right.
16's come on.
Okay.
So that's Leon Green replacing Eden Kafana.
No, Gareth Owen was the captain. Yep, he's just left. He played on the wing. 14.
It's number 22's on the wing. I was talking about number 16.
Right. I got you.
So number 22 for Waitomo on the wing is Dane Moana, replacing as Bill rightly said, the captain.
Yeah.
Gareth Owen. He must be must be not well for the captain to come off at this stage of the game. In a critical game it is too, a semi-final here at Owen Delaney Park. In the afternoon sun. 10 minutes to go. 35 points to Taupo Sports, 19 points to Waitomo. Semi-final King Country Championships. Good clean ball for Taupo Sports. Cam Robinson shimmies and takes the gap.
And he's going to set up his
puts it outside
and shut the gate.
Beautiful try. Beautiful try. Give credit to Cam Robinson for that, but it also come from the base of a good scrum, which is something that Waitomo has struggled with all day. I think their set players probably let them down in this game.
And
they're competitive otherwise all around the paddock, bar that set play.
It's number 23, the unknown player, that scored that try.
We think he might be Tristan Gibson.
Yep. Yeah, very good scrum. Nice steady platform, beautifully cleared by Zane Tipping on to Kieran Rollinson, who's fed the outsides really well. He put that ball beautifully out to Cam, who ran into that space. A little shimmy and he's gone.
Ball in both hands. Creates
doubt. Yep.
Yeah, it creates doubt in the defence as to whether you're going to run, pass, kick. And he had enough gas to get through the gap and set up his outside.
Yeah.
For a fine try under the posts. Taupo Sports go beyond the 40-point mark now, while Waitomo still sit on 19 with just under 10 minutes to go.
Gene Waller looking quite comfortable now.
Gene Waller being the coach at Taupo.
Yep.
Brother to
Dion Waller.
who is one game All Black from Taupo and a long-serving Hurricanes lock. Their father, Alan Waller, played rugby here as well in this town many years ago. Great rugby family from this district.
So Kieran Rollison, rightfully, I think, has come off the field, and they'll look after him for next week's final, I suspect, because he's directed this ship today. And so he's now taking a break. Still time, Barry. I mean, there's 10 minutes.
Absolutely,
and,
Bill.
and Mr. Liam needs to get his 1 point.
Game's never over, mate. It only takes 12 seconds to run 100 metres.
Penalty to Waitomo.
You get plenty of tries in 10 minutes if things go well enough for you.
He needs to put the ball in the corner, but no, he hasn't. He's passed it up to Joe.
Number 12, Joe Perawiti comes in.
Who has just run hard all day. And he's given it to his number 8. No, he didn't. That was
dummy run from the number 8.
Ball's been ripped out. No, still with Waitomo. Here's Joe again, heading it up hard.
His boys are not giving up.
Surely he must be in contention for a King Country spot, that Joe Perna. Eh?
Yep.
A bloke who runs up that hard. I'd go to the corner and, here he is. He's taking control now. Liam,
Hey, take a shot to get his 100 points.
No, he's saying, look.
Oh, he's playing for the team. Playing for the team. Right, and going for the scrum, which hasn't been one of their assets in this game. We'll see how well it goes for them this time round.
I think, Taupo Sports has got the wood on them. It's just that there's no resistance when they first hit, and they seem to be like, I think they'll give a penalty here. Watch. They've got to take the hit.
There'll be a blindside move here.
Waitomo, see?
I think.
They're not taking the hit, and so Waitomo penalty. Nice hands, Joe. Turnover, Taupo Sports. Zane Tipping will send this down the field.
Which he does. You've got a great boot on him, Zane.
Yeah.
King Country halfback for a number of years now. Pretty sure he played for the New Zealand divisional team too, or the Heartland New Zealand divisional team.
I agree with that.
Good footballer.
He came up one day, Barry, looking for a job up at school, and redirected him down.
It wouldn't be as a teacher though, would it, Bill?
No, it wasn't. But he sent him up to Rob up at Trust.
Rob Harrison, frame and trusses,
and is now still in the building trade, I believe, doing so well, which is good to see. And good service to Taupo Sports. Robinson, just a little chip. Oh, just no. Well,
Cam Robinson's got a bit of history at the club through his family. His father and uncles played for the club. The Robbos, we call them. It's good to see the families coming through over the generations still.
Waitomo running the ball, but passing wasn't that good. And they put themselves back under pressure, and young Corey Sargent's come back into the fray, but it's run right back into the heart of the Taupo Sports forwards.
Five to go.
Starting to wind down a bit now with...
The wind's up, but 5 to go. 42-19 to Taupo Sports over Waitomo. 5 minutes to go. It's been a very eventful game.
So the wind doctor's come in, see Barry in the afternoon, late afternoon, has come up, and it's in favour of Taupo Sports at the moment. They just need to keep poking it down to that corner. Now there's no need to be flashed. They've got the points necessary. Just don't do anything silly or risky.
Get through unscathed to the final
Yes.
Without losing any key
and
guys.
again, Tippings must have hurt us because he's now put the ball back down into that corner. And it's rolled beautifully dead, but he's going to have to come back for a scrum. Just overcooked it, forgot to take the wind into consideration. And finally, we've got a right player coming on with number 22 jersey on, but his name is actually
Number 20.
Musa Mufosa, and he's actually number 19.
Number 20 he's got.
Yeah, and 20 is on. And
Number 22's coming on.
Is that Ratu?
Sure, these boys have just mixed their numbers up to stuff the commentators up, Bill.
Yale's come
No?
off, and Yale Sands, this player, had a good game today, Barry. He's been strong in
I
that
think
tight.
it's number 6 for Taupo coming off. Josh
Yeah.
Mann as well. He's
Yeah.
toiled hard all
They
day.
have.
Nothing flash, but
No.
he's made the ball count in the rucks.
There's no doubt the forward pack has certainly, put themselves up there today, and they've denied Waitomo the opportunity. Waitomo just pushing the pass now, and
Yapping. Oh, disagreeing with the referee's costume
no,
there.
I think he might have been just talking to Digger and asking him how his father was.
Yeah, I don't think Digger saw it that way.
No, no. Zane Tipping puts that ball out in the corner. Oh,
It's dead. There's been a bit of that today where it's been
Well-
kicked dead.
yeah. Just forgot about that wind, you see. I'd have probably given it to Cam Robinson to kick out, really. But scrum back inside Taupo Sports half. 5 metres inside, 6 metres inside their half. I feel sorry for young Liam Wano, who's toiled all day. All he needs is one more point
Drop kick, you reckon?
to get 100.
They've got to get in the ground. They've got to get down the other end of the
I'd
paddock.
give
Yet.
it to their big guys. They've been running up like Joe and those guys in the midfield. They'll just run it up. They might get a penalty and then give him his opportunity.
True. I'm sure.
I think the number 8 might pick it. And don't go blind, mate. Go into the midfield. But here we go. No,
Sure, Liam Wano's
he's
not
given it. He's
particularly
given it to the
concerned
big
about the
guy.
extra point.
And the big guys ran over the top of the winger. But, hey, good tackle. So these guys take the ball up now. I think that's what they're trying to do. Maybe get themselves and work themselves into a penalty. They're all running up hard, 1-off runners. So I think that's the plan, Barry. They've given it to Joe, who's done a great job today. And he's
There's
broken
a try on
through.
here. Oh, great tap.
Been tackled.
Great ankle tap.
Tackled. And now this could be interesting. This could be interesting. And a penalty, Barry. And a penalty, and I think Mr. Wano is going to take a kick. At goal. He should take the kick.
No,
He should take his kick
Probably
because
not
he needs
interested in
his
his
point.
own. He may not be interested in his own
He
personal
needs the
point
point
situation,
first.
and he's not.
Oh, he's not.
He's a
tapped it
team
in
man.
under.
He's a team man.
Well, it's Sam.
He's,
Running up
he's
hard.
probably hoping we'll get a try and I'll convert it and get my points that way. Much better
No, it's a
result.
turnover to it's lost forward here. Scrum to Waitomo.
Waitomo. We're still on to score here.
Somebody from the Waitomo bench should be telling them that, look, Liam needs his 1 point to get his 100. And he had the opportunity.
Time's
right
up
out in
on the
front.
clock.
Time's up on the clock, and he tapped it and gave it up.
Next whistle will be all over, I suspect.
Well,
Unless they score a try.
scrum, Waitomo ball, hard on attack. He might get his opportunity yet if they score here, Barry. Number 8 off the back. Yes, there
Off
he
the back.
goes.
There you
And
go.
he's just got it, and Liam's got it. And he's
He's going to go. He's going to go himself. Big boy's in. Good to try. So he's planning all along. He wanted to try so he could convert it.
So he could convert it.
Team man, team man.
Team man.
He's yet got to convert it.
Well,
It's not the easiest of
This
conversions.
could be, well, then he goes over 100, you see, with the conversion. Maybe he didn't want to just get 100.
No.
Eh?
Sure, he's happy for the team to get a try. Not that it is going to take them to the semi-finals. I'd say that's time up.
He's going to get 100 points for the season as young Liam. If he doesn't, Barry, you can have all my chocolate fish.
Which is nothing.
Oh, now come on. So that takes Taupo Sports into the finals next week here, Barry. We're not sure who that is against.
Yeah, well,
yet.
the other game today, we don't know the result is Pupu against Taumaranui at Taumaranui. So we'll see.
And they've got to come
See
over
soon
here
who's
next week.
won that. Yes.
So let's get behind Taupo Sports next week, and make sure we're all here in numbers. We're in the black and white and supporting the boys in the final. They've had a good season, and so I think they're well deserved. They certainly deserve to be in the final, I'd say, Barry.
Oh yes, they've been on top of their game all season.
Yeah. And good to see. So
I don't think they've dropped a game, to be fair. They've had a draw, and that's about it. I may be wrong there. Either way, they've topped the table and they've come through in the finals as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So here we go. This kick for his 101th point for the season for this club. And he's missed it.
Oh, sorry, matey.
He's missed it. So
there you go, Barry. Good game. Well done to Taupo Sports. Good contest with Waitomo. They didn't give up.
no, they
went all
didn't.
the way
No,
to the end.
they had let themselves down with their set piece play and the scrums and the line out. So it would have been much closer if they had got those right. Final score today at Onalani Park for the semi-final King Country Rugby Championship: 42 to Taupo Sports, 24 to Waitomo. And that's us signing off. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, thanks very much, Barry. Thanks for your company today. And
Thanks for the cameraman.
Thanks for the work our camera man has done today.
The pros, the real pros.
Okay, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben.
Stretch those legs.
Thanks very much. Bye.